Welcome to the Daily. I am Vince Miller. We just go through the Bible verse by verse, chapter by chapter, every single day. Today, we're taking a short break to celebrate Easter with some unique devotionals aimed at preparing our hearts for the end of the week for church on Sunday. Our text today is Isaiah 53, verse 5. But he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. Upon him was the chastisement that brought us peace, and with his wounds we are healed. You know, the cross is everywhere, isn't it? We wear it on our necklaces. We see it in churches. We even use it as home decor. But in Jesus' time, the cross was nothing to be admired. It was a brutal instrument of execution reserved for the worst criminals. When Jesus carried his cross to Golgotha, it wasn't just wood that weighed down on him. It was the weight of sin, yours and mine, every betrayal, every lie, every lustful thought, every act of pride, every act of selfishness, and every act of hatred, all of it pressed upon Jesus' shoulders. And we often speak of Jesus dying for us, but do we really grasp what that means? I mean, he was mocked so we could be accepted. He was beaten so we could be healed. He was forsaken so that we would never be abandoned. He was pierced so that we could be set free. This was not just a symbolic act. It was real. It was gruesome, and it was necessary. That is because sin demands justice. Sin demands justice. A holy God cannot simply ignore sin. If God were to shrug his shoulders at sin, he would cease to be just. But instead of pouring out judgment on us, he poured it all out on his Son. This was the great exchange, the innocent for the guilty. Jesus' innocent life for your guilt and my guilt. Jesus took our punishment so we could receive his righteousness. And when he cried out, "It is finished!" he wasn't just talking about his suffering. He was declaring that the debt of sin had been paid in full. Nothing left to add, nothing left to prove. Jesus said, if anyone would come after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. You see, the cross wasn't just his burden. It's ours too. Not to pay for sin. Only Jesus could actually pay for sin, but to die to ourselves. That's our cross. To die to our selfish desires, to die to our love for the world, to die to anything that competes with Jesus as our greatest love. Now, salvation is free, but following Jesus will cost you everything. Salvation is 100% free, but following Jesus, that will cost you everything. The question is, are you willing to carry your own cross? This Easter, don't just observe the cross. I want you to embrace it this year. Jesus didn't suffer and die so that we could remain the same. No, he calls us to follow him, to surrender, and to live in the freedom that he purchased with his blood. So will you lay down your sin, your pride, your plans, and take up your cross? Will you step into the life that he died to give you? If today is the day you choose to follow Jesus, or if you're ready to renew your commitment, don't keep that to yourself. Let me know in the comments below, or reach out to someone you know who is a believer, because I know this. We want you to walk in this journey forever, to carry your cross with you to the end of time, to follow him as we follow him. And you can do that with me right here every single day. I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.